Was electrochemistry actually helpful? I'm going to note the day and time. Well, hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It is I, Zelbinian, about to dive into more Disco Elysium madness, and I have no idea what to expect. I mean, that's pretty true in general for this game, but we're about to hit night. This is my first night in the game. I'm not sure what mechanics await me. Like, I've seen a couple of dialogue hints and loading screens, like if you sleep, then you recover your health and your morale. That the city actually does have day-night cycles, so most people are going to be asleep after 2 a.m. But I don't know what happens if I don't sleep, because there's a significant chance that I won't have a place to sleep tonight. I'm assuming it's not good. I don't know what Kim does at night. I assume he has to sleep. He's not just gonna pull an all-nighter with us, right? And if I can't sleep, and I have nothing to pass the time, I don't know really what I'm gonna do. I do have that ledger, and I can retry that white check for the ledger. So I'll save that for later. Anyway, let's get on with the show, shall we? Oh, that just told me that Lieutenant Kitsuragi does go to sleep. Not surprised, just glad to have that question answered. Yeah, like, am I gonna end up sleeping on that bench over there tonight if I can't pay my bill at the Whirling? Like, I probably can't. But my plan right now is... What is this? Oh, I've already read that. Okay. My plan right now... What, is that a bag? No, it's not. I keep trying to find a bag so that I can collect bottles and stuff. Yeah, I'll take the 35 cents. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to these people over here. Maybe,
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. I am the law. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Scab leader. Oh, they're the scabs that want to break the picket line and want to work. The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
My two options are, oh, then yes. Or, okay, then I'm thinking no. I'm not here to fuck with them.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
I don't know if that's what that says. I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
I can see he's really leading a chant. Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Oh, the guy sitting on the railing over there is a union member. Okay.
So do we, scab.
Call Me Manana. Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
That's a good question, Kim.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
He never misses an opportunity to grandstand. I like it. Gonna lean into as I have before, I'm going to lean into not knowing shit about the world. What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What do the strikers want?
They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
I feel like this guy was hired.
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
Yeah, he could totally kick our
There's
ass.
something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
This is such a fucking cop show thing to, ask a question out of nowhere based on a deduction. It's kind of fun. You wearing new
He
clothes?
ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask. Where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. I thought you looked real familiar for a second
No.
there.
Don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
I like number 2. It's just so sassy. Sweet, I know bars. Been thrown out from several. Maybe that's why you seem
Worked
familiar.
at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember things well.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
At 9 o'clock? And you are unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait. Head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
Seems like this guy is too.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then, we charge.
I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here, behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
I think he
The
does.
mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Why so tense?
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense. And dangerous. Somewhere below it all.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This really isn't my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
I feel like there were probably some missed opportunities in that conversation. Fortunately. What's this? Laura has probably stored fuel here. Now they stored booze. Anyway, as I was saying before I talked to that guy, like, my best
Already
bet for
stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
my best bet for finding a place to sleep tonight is to maybe talk to Everett. Get some scratch, you know? I don't know if that's a good idea or even possible, but let's look in the window.
Windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and
The
insignia?
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
And what about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Oh, the guy that was over there. That's his... You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Seated.
Yeah.
Can I talk to Kim about anything? Oh, I forgot about this. Don't worry about it, buddy. What's this? Oh, okay, that was part of the water lock thing that I investigated before. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Call Me Manana, I suppose.
Scab?
Oh, I can go all the way up here. That's nice. Asks a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head.
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
No, it's not what he said. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick a side just yet. But number 3 is interesting. What exactly is a
A kind of a
scab?
war. Content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on. Where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
Because they're worms, right? You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to
We'll
them?
explain the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
I'm not a scab. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
I like I can ask everybody for money. I'm looking for assistance with a... okay, so this is assistance in getting the body down. So I'm going to start here. I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
It's true. It's always a better day if you don't know it's Monday. What's the strike about,
You know,
anyway?
serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Makes sense. Hey, you're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor.
The little boy had it good on his promise.
His
To
promise?
get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
That does sound like Kuno.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno used us to What, scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Was electrochemistry actually helpful? I'm gonna note the day and time. The probe into the armor, what did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
Or a drunk cop, for that matter.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
I did discover that.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Hold up. 4 pieces? Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the
Oh,
leggings?
they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of it. All the pieces.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, but okay. Let's find all of it.
And Mesqui's epic day, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
Thank you for the cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Manana. Thank him for showing me the way.
It's funny, like, up until talking to this guy, I had no idea Call Me Manana was the name of somebody. But I guess it
He
is.
is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
I bet. I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage.
Hmm.
The passage grants itself.
That simple? I just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremacist is there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
and go past him again,
Uh-huh.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
If physical, implement. Rears its ugly head right now.
Or you could convert to a Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
I knew it! I knew it! Dexter and Sinister are clever names for your fists, though. Sinister. From the Latin word sinistra, meaning left. Right? Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it. Another thing.
Sure.
I might as well try. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some
Sure
of it?
thing, my friend. I can help you out.
I'm gonna let it fall on the ground.
Oh, sorry, friend. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do. Comes naturally.
Don't worry. Much appreciated.
Right, always glad to help out. We're on the same branch, you and I. Not like these slithering scabs.
I got $10.34. That's the most I've had. It's a fair shake less than 120, but I mean, something. Nice talk. Gotta get moving.